Hey.
She's not bad. Eating wise, she's very good. She's very disciplined. Yeah, that's why if you look at her, she's still very good.
What? You're alright. I love that. Oh, just, I'm not working right now.
No, I've actually never taken her. You weren't trying. Well, when did you take her?
Okay, that's my cue. Thank you everybody for coming to the Animating Textiles Fashion Show. I want to thank our Aboriginal and Métis brothers and sisters for sharing this land with us. My name is Marcus Miller. I'm your fashion MC for this evening. And as anyone who's ever lost a sock knows, textiles don't need to be animated. They're already quite lively on their own. Some garments seem to call out to us and they have a special pull, while others are just mute. They end up at the Sally Ann and Village Green, and Village Green is our sponsor. They've been very generous with Mindy and Miller over recent years, and especially to this class, Animating Textiles, the Performative Impulse. So all of these good organizations, they hope that the mute, unwanted garments find loving homes. But actually, in most cases, they don't. And as you can see from some of the stats that we've got up here, only about 15% of clothes are actually recycled or reused. We buy 5 times as many clothes as we did in 1980. The clothing industry is the world's 2nd largest polluter. Check the pillar right here for some more stats. So the students in this class, they upcycled some of their own clothes. They used traditional techniques including embroidery, applique, stitching, sewing, felting, what you're about to see presented on the red carpet. This happens to be the U of S event rug, which has itself been upcycled. We didn't know that. They also worked with a mass of youth clothing, and they carefully folded, sorted them according to country of origin. And one guess, I should rephrase that, one guess as to which made the largest pile, sorted according to country of origin. Think about that just for a second. That will change though. Today it's China, but industrial textile production has always followed and produced cheap labor. So today it's China, tomorrow who knows. After the show, the class invites you to take as many clothes as you would like from the clothing wall there. And now, on with the Animating Textiles Fashion Show. So our first model tonight is Lorraine Salt. Lorraine Salt uses found materials, felted wool, embroidery, and satire to explore the extremes of mass production in the clothing industry.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Call me Joe Loblaws. I'm here to tell you about my fabulous fashions. Made from the most, from scientifically engineered textiles. You, sir, please, no smoking. Produced in out-of-the-way factories. Building inspectors haven't found them all yet. These up-to-the-minute fashions are sewn by the delicate hands of exotic women, and sometimes children. In far-flung locales where your tourist dollars go far, can you feel the quality? Can you? You'll be amazed.
Thank you, Lorraine. Our next model is Shen Gong. Shen Gong's project was inspired by fashion trends that bring together branding and cartoon characters. With cactus talk, delicate, colorful plants are embroidered onto a man's white business shirt. Garden party meets the office in this garment. The whole ensemble is set off by puffy, pink, oversized bows. Thank you, Shannon. Dom Wayne. Long inspired by Japanese street fashion. Dom Wayne uses embroidery and felting to create his own unique style. He wants us to know that there's no right or wrong with street style. We should be crazy about fashion. Take chances, make it your own. Thank you. Gloria Simpkins. Gloria uses needlework skills, felting, and a lab coat to examine the marketing and connotations of healthcare workwear. Does clothing worn by healthcare workers add or detract from image as professionals? How does workwear assist or prevent connecting with users of healthcare services? How is professional workwear marketed to healthcare students and workers? Is healthcare workwear necessary at all? Thank you, Gloria. Julie Dingwall. For Julie Dingwall, the apron is a multi-layered sign of femininity. And like so many signs, its meanings have evolved over time. What might have connoted oppression and servitude to an earlier generation of feminists is reclaimed here through applique, felting, and embroidery. An apron pays tribute to our radical foremothers and embraces the accoutrements of motherhood today. Thank you, Julia. Diana Rulins. Diana Rulins' work, Every Stitch Tells a Story, pays homage to the anonymous industrialized hands that created this shirt. The embroidery, situated on the right front of the shirt, shows a microscopic view of the elements needed for the creation of this garment. And on the left side is your employee number, the key to your survival in a factory with thousands of workers. On the back, we have a tally. The race for production against time begins the moment you clock into work. And finally, we have a product made in Vietnam for an American apparel label aptly named Timing. Thank you, Diana. Eric Lee. Eric Lee has embellished a simple t-shirt with two different scenes. One happy, the other sad. One side shows a butterfly, a brightly decorated balloon, and a hot air balloon. The other side features a big cloud with rain, a withered flower, and a sad person. Eric writes, "People always think they have to hide how they really feel, but happiness and sadness are both part of us. Don't be afraid to show yourself, face how you feel. There are lots of people who love you." Thank you, Lord. Michelle Barabbas. With stitching and felting, Michelle Barabbas draws our attention to the transient quality of fibers, our feelings, and the passage of time. This altered coat forms part of an intricate installation that features a tour de force of felted portraits. The whole assemblage speaks to the unraveling and coming back together again of human nature and art. Michelle says, "Express yourself." Terry Knudsen. The starting point for Terry's design is the belief that all living beings be treated with respect and dignity. Her creation, the beekeeper, is appropriate wear for collecting art objects in nature and for dancing in the street. The garment has been accented with color to counterbalance life's troubles and woes, and a peaceful interior mandala for retreat. To quiet reflection. It features reverse applique, a ruffle of cats, and boob pockets for found objects. All materials are natural fibers and no one was injured in the process. We can all agree that the world would be a better place if we made more time for fun and play. Thanks, Terry. Doris Kong. Doris Kong is the model who's showing us Kelsey Ford's creation, Applique Apparel. Applique Apparel is embellished with garment labels. from articles of her own clothes closet. Kelsey calculates that the labels represent $3,080 of purchases and cautions us not to let the labels wear us. Thank you, Doris Tom, Kelsey Ford, applique apparel. Chi Wang. With beautiful dream, Chi Wang looks to childhood, Japanese popular culture, and a magical genie-like cat that she's appliqued on the back. A dream to fulfill every little girl's wish. Amy Gurayan. Based on the premise that every article of clothing is what you make of it, Amy Gurayan's Imagine the Possibilities is a top hat styled from a pair of jeans that she was wearing just last week. Using denim from a working pair of jeans to fashion a garment historically worn by upper middle class men, the artist considers fashion, class, and inequality. Now, Tyrell Knobloch. Tyrell Knobloch would like to ask everyone who's worn his outfit so far this evening to join him on the red carpet to walk the runway together. Please. Okay, let's go. Tyrell uses sewing, felting, embroidery, applique, and friends to transform a woman's dress, a highly gendered garment, into a celebrity-ready androgynous jumpsuit. Thank you, Tyrell.
The students of Animating Textiles would like to very much thank our instructor and artist, Mindy Yan Miller. And thank you to Marcus Miller, the director of the Snellgrove Gallery, for all of his assistance. And here's another token of our
everybody in the class has worked so hard and you've done a fabulous job, and I've loved meeting you all and spending time with you. Thank you everybody for coming. It's been a great evening, and please go and look at the clothes and take things home with you. Thank you.